Friday, and this is the One of a Kind Financial Show Daily with your host, Mike Milligan. Last business day of January of 2026 is here, folks. Next time we see each other will be February. But let me leave you with this. Most people plan for retirement date, but not the life that comes after it. We look at the rise of retirement communities and why retirement plans should start with how you want to live, not just when you stop working. We did this on this past weekend on the One of a Kind Financial Show Daily, and I want to share that segment with you now. Just remember, you're one of a kind, and your lifestyle, your unique life, deserves a one of a kind financial plan.
So this is really interesting. I wasn't even aware of this. I guess this is when it all started. It was the mid-'50s. Something fascinating began to happen in American retirement communities started to merge, not as places to slow down, places to live intentionally. Now, for the first time, retirement was being reimagined, not as an ending, but as a new chapter. And the shift at that core of how we think remains in our retirement planning today, Mike.
Think about it. Like 1950s, people at that point in time, retirement communities, they were born around the 1890s, 1900s. They'd come through the Great Depression. By the way, they had served us in World War I. And even, some of the disabled folks had come through World War II, and they needed communities like this too. And so the timing of this is about the same time that life expectancy started going up and retirement was a thing. Back until the Great Depression, end of the 1800s into the early 1900s, people didn't retire, Gary.
No, they just work until they dropped. Yeah,
they worked until they died. And so this whole idea of retirement is really a new age thing. It's a 60 or a 70-year-old whole idea behind it, right? Social Security has been around not even 100 years now, but it's a new thing. And so retirement communities, though, did change the narrative. Retirement stopped being about simply not working and started becoming about lifestyle, purpose, and community.
Mm-hmm. Now, before this era, retirement also meant, maybe staying put, slowing down, and becoming isolated. But these early communities asked a different question. How do you want to live? And that question is just as important now, Mike.
Yeah, just because you're retired doesn't mean you're dead. And that's been the way since the beginning of when the world was created, right? But we never thought about like retirement as a chapter of a complete life. And so so now we ask clients every day, how do you want to live? Because it's not a date, it's a vision.
Mm-hmm. So many people, they focus on the number they need to retirement, but they're not thinking about retirement. Maybe what will they do? Will they travel? Will they volunteer? Spend time with family? Start something new? It's a whole new chapter in life now, Mike.
Yeah. A fulfilling retirement is deeply personal. I'm actually really deep in a research project right now because I'm in the middle of writing a book called Retirement Chi. It's not finished yet, but it's this whole way of building a vision for retirement. Retirement vision is Chi is about inner peace. It's about being one with yourself, one with nature, and feeling content and really excitement about where your life is, reduce stress and all. But retirement Chi is about the community you want, the focus on your health, and the impact you want to make. So community health and impact. And that's where so fulfilling retirement is like deeply personal. And the planning, right, needs to have at the beginning of everything that's done a written retirement Chi in place.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to make a confession, Mike. You're not the only show I do. I did a show the other day, and we did it live from a retirement center. We did a live show from a live retirement community center. And I got to tell you, the place was absolutely gorgeous. It had a 9-hole golf course. It had a swimming pool. It had all kinds of amenities. I met so many people, and they seemed like to be really enjoying life there, So this is something that didn't exist back in the mid-'50s, even '60s probably,
No, it didn't. Gary, did you get a brochure and a tour for yourself personally?
I was thinking about it. Let me tell you. I'm thinking leave the family, move in there, get a little peace of mind,
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, something for sure. Something I'd think about. Yeah, I definitely should have taken the tour. The show is the One of a Kind Financial Show with Mike Milligan. I'm Gary Nolan, your consumer advocate. I want you to get that one of a kind financial plan. This weekend, we're giving out Mike's direct line, his cell phone number. It is 757-403-5078. 757-403-5078. Call right now. The folks at One Oak Financial will be standing by this weekend. No, they won't, because Mike will be answering the phone himself. 757-403-5078. By the way, you could also text ideas to 600-700. Get that one-of-a-kind financial plan that Mike talks about. You deserve a more confident plan to retire. Want to be stress-free, peace of mind. Starts by picking up the phone. So no two retirement plans look alike, and you shouldn't feel boxed into a generic plan, Mike.
At One Oak Financial, we believe retirement planning should be collaborative. We listen first. We learn your story. We understand what legacy means to you, whether that's family, community, faith, or freedom. Then we build a vision for what retirement is going to be like.
Yeah, and it's important to remember that retirement outcomes depend on many factors: market conditions, personal decisions, health, and timing. There are no guarantees, but having a thoughtful, adaptable strategy can help you provide direction and confidence when it comes to your retirement.
And that's why we also try to reduce risk like mortality, longevity, market, timing risk, inflation risk, and liquidity risk. And we use modern tools with thoughtful planning and ongoing conversations. And we put all those together, eliminating those major risks, using tools, using planning, put your story in there. We help you prepare better for what lies ahead.
Yeah, and these retirement communities, they just weren't about individuals. It was about shared experiences and legacy. The same is true today. So how does a plan that doesn't just affect you, it impacts the people that came after you, Mike?
Yeah, financial literacy is one of the greatest gifts you can pass on to the next generation, and empowers future generations to live with intention and not by chance.
Yeah, the rise of retirement communities reminds us that retirement isn't about stopping. It's about choosing how we live, how to give, and how your story continues. And when your plans start with you, retirement becomes not an ending, but a beginning. Up against the clock, Mike, final thoughts on this segment.
This past week in our office in Norfolk, I had our oldest client was in the office. She's almost 100 years old. She was in here with one of her kids, and we were updating a will. Folks, just because she lives in the retirement community, again, it doesn't mean she's dead. She's very lucid. She's with it. She knows what's going on. And I don't want you to have to end your life having to, guess on what did I miss in the past? What did I miss, right, from my community, having a vision in place, focusing on your health and your impact? We help you build your retirement chi within the one-of-a-kind financial plan. Before you move, or maybe you're already in a retirement community, and if you're not experiencing life to the fullest, if you're not living that one-of-a-kind life, if you feel like a number trapped inside of a big bank, if you feel like your story has been lost inside the system of another financial company, if you feel like you're paying too much in fees, it's time to call, guys. And you're getting my cell phone number on the show today to be able to reach out to me directly. Go ahead, Gary, and tell them that just how crazy we are today and how easy it is to get directly in contact with me.
All right, next week I'll give out my cell phone number, okay? 757-403-5078, 757-403-5078. That's the number to call. Get yourself all set up with that one-of-a-kind financial plan that Mike talks about. Of course, Mike is with One Oak Financial, and this weekend, all the calls go to Mike directly, 757-403-5078. No cost, no obligation. Get a better handle on your financial situation.
Well, that's a wrap, folks, for this week on the One of a Kind Financial Show Daily. As a reminder, Mike is an investment advisory rep with Advisory Alpha LLC. Ideas by Mike, doing business as One Oak Financial, is licensed in all 50 states as a financial services company, and that also does education and coaching for those looking to grow in their knowledge and wealth. Those companies, Advisory Alpha LLC and Ideas by Mike, are unaffiliated, owned with different ownership structures. This has been for educational purposes only. If you want to make changes to your finances based off this, and you currently do not have a financial advisor, I invite you to reach out to One Oak Financial. That's the number one, oakfinancial.com, or a local professional.